Hi, and welcome back to Tales of Love. I'm so glad you've joined me tonight. We're diving into a story full of tension, temptation, and forbidden desire. A tale that will pull at your heart and keep you on the edge of your seat. Get ready for The Forbidden Tutor. It started innocently enough. My daughter, struggling with her calculus homework, had begged for help. Concerned, I hired a tutor, a young man named Ethan, polite, confident, and disarmingly charming. When he arrived that afternoon, I felt something stir in me that I immediately chastised myself for noticing. His smile was warm, his presence magnetic. As he greeted us, his gaze lingered on me a moment too long, and my heart betrayed me with a sudden flutter. I shook it off. He was here to help my daughter, nothing more. The tutoring sessions soon stretched into the evenings. My daughter would tire early and leave us alone. Ethan's teaching style was casual, his touches accidental yet deliberate. The brush of his hand over mine when pointing to a problem, his leaning just a little too close. One night, as we struggled through a complex equation, our hands touched. The world seemed to freeze. A spark passed between us, undeniable yet forbidden. I pulled back, my heart racing, but I couldn't shake the heat of that moment. Rain fell outside, soft and rhythmic, as Ethan looked at me with a mix of longing and hesitation. "I shouldn't say this," he murmured, his voice low, "but I can't stop thinking about you." My breath caught. My mind screamed, "Don't," but my body betrayed me. For a fleeting second, I leaned slightly toward him. The chemistry was undeniable, magnetic, and impossible to ignore. The tension grew unbearable. One evening, while pretending to review homework, I felt him closer than ever. Our eyes met, and the room seemed to shrink. He closed the distance slowly, almost cautiously, and our lips met, tentative at first, then urgent. My mind raced with guilt and fear, but my body responded with a passion I couldn't deny. The stolen, forbidden kiss left me breathless, addicted to a danger I knew I shouldn't embrace. Days turned into a dangerous routine. Every session was a test of willpower. I found myself thinking of him constantly, while cooking, brushing my hair, even watching my daughter laugh. Late one evening, with my husband away on a business trip, Ethan leaned close, whispering explanations for a tricky problem. The proximity, the intimacy, it was intoxicating. I knew it was wrong, but my heart and body refused to listen. We thought we were careful. But one afternoon, my daughter came home early. She walked in on a lingering look, a hand brushing a shoulder, and froze in shock. Her wide eyes pierced me with guilt and fear. I realized then that the illusion of secrecy was gone. Betrayal wasn't just mine, it affected my daughter, my family, and the life I'd built. Ethan and I exchanged a long, silent glance, knowing we had crossed a dangerous line. That night, I confronted Ethan. "We can't do this," I said, tears streaming down my face. His expression mirrored my torment. "I know," he whispered, "but we've already crossed the line." The weight of guilt and shame pressed down on me. I thought of my husband, my daughter, the trust one had shattered. Desire without boundaries was poison, and we had both drunk too deeply. The next day, Ethan packed his things. We shared one final look, a silent apology, a shared memory of passion and temptation that could never be undone. I felt relief and sorrow intertwined. My daughter eventually forgave me, though trust took months to rebuild. And though I tried to banish him from my thoughts, the memory of that dangerous, forbidden passion lingered forever. A reminder of the thin line between desire and betrayal. Sometimes, love and desire can lead us down paths we shouldn't take. The line between temptation and betrayal is fragile, and crossing it can change lives forever. Thank you for listening to The Forbidden Tutor. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tales of love, passion, and drama. Until next time,